one guy came in and thought he was in the wrong office, and he mentioned something, and then realized he was in the wrong office, and then he left. And one of the guys, and this was like a 6 or 8 man operation, and the guy that came in was going to like Lehman Brothers or I don't know, one of the major banks that was in the building. But anyways, he left, and it sparked the interest of one of the guys that was there, and he started doing some digging, and then he actually went down to like Florida and realized like these strippers, literally strippers, were owning 5 or 6 homes each. And then he unraveled the whole thing, and then it started creeping out. And then like Lehman Brothers, I think Lehman Brothers was in the movie where the president or the CEO, they didn't know about any of this stuff. They had no idea. And then they started investigating it, and they found that the investments that they held, most of their investments that they held that were worth billions of dollars were worthless. So what they tried to do, and they did, is they started selling off all their investments the next day, and selling them off at a discount. And then people started realizing, why the hell are they doing that? And then people started looking into it, and then the whole thing crashed down. And no joke, no lie, I knew a guy. He, who's average, working class. He retired. He went to Vegas because Vegas got hit really hard. He bought, I don't know, like 6 or 8 houses for $40,000 or $50,000 a piece, and these were $1 million homes. Mm-hmm. And he was living in one of these homes. He retired down there. The rest he rented out. He literally has, and he told me, I have horse stalls for horses, and I have maids' quarters, and I can't afford neither. But he says, I love my house. But literally, the guy, he worked, he owned a cafeteria, and, he didn't make much money. I mean, I made $100,000 a year, $80,000, $100,000 a year.
Yeah, a lot of people lost money, but a lot of people made money as well.
Well, he didn't make any money. He retired in 2008.
What I meant by they kind of bought things on the market that were kind of really below market value. Like, for example, houses that were $1 million homes for what, 40, 50,000?
Yes.
That is a bargain.
Yeah, it was. He did it, not because he wasn't planning on doing it. He just saw, wow, these houses are cheap. And there were...
The bank were trying to offload them, weren't
they? These $1 million homes were hit the hardest because they're the ones that, these people, middle class, who wanted, and it's always the middle class or upper middle class that want to live wealthy. Yeah. So they're the ones that mostly bought these exorbitant, homes that they could not afford, because that's the nature of the middle class and upper middle class, at least here in the U.S. And that's one of my problems when I was in accounting, and that's why most people are liars, because a lot of them, 9 out of 10 of them, their lives were fake. Like, I was shocked to find out.
Yeah, it's keeping up with the Jonases.
I was shocked. I was like, wait, I'm in a much better financial position than any of my clients. But they have these nice houses. They have these expensive cars. They take vacations all the time.
It's very similar to England. A lot of people they live a lifestyle they can't afford because a lot of it's on finance.
Here too. It's insane.
This happened with, hi guys, and this is what you're talking about. So when COVID hit, so I know some people from a friend, whatever, she's in the hospital, whatever, she's up there, a director of the hospital, so she knows about surgeons. These surgeons, of course, they make a shitload of money, okay? So, of course, every home, everything they have, they can afford. But once COVID hit, surgeries, they couldn't do surgeries, and they were getting paid accordingly. So now the bankroll wasn't coming in. The stress that they were in was enormous. One person